kings and queens, it's your girl Kayla Daryce. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, what's good? Today I'm going to be giving you all my top 5 habits of success. Tip number 1, pray and manifest. As a believer, I know that taking your prayer life seriously and manifestation is real. You have to be able to speak the things you want into the universe and speak it with conviction and know that it's going to happen. Honestly, you'll be surprised how many things come to fruition after you've just spoken it. You've spoken that positivity into the universe, into the atmosphere, and or you've even written it down, made it plain, you wrote it down, you put it away, but you've actually put that into the atmosphere that this is what I want, this is what I'm desiring, and you've spoke it. Then things just start to happen. So for tip number 1, I definitely say making sure that you are manifesting the things that you want. If you're a believer, making sure that you are praying for those things. Number 2, cut down your distractions. I mentioned this before in previous videos, like my time management videos, but cutting out all distractions, whatever your distractions may be. That can be something as simple as not going out as much. It could be the people that you have around you and surrounding you. It could be your screen time, your social media time, not just social media, but just the screen time, whether you're on your phone or your computer a lot, anything that's distracting you from the things that you want in life and that's distracting you from getting ahead and getting to the places that you know you need to be. Tip number 3, health is wealth. I cannot stress that enough. It is so important that we start taking our health seriously, whether that means changing your eating habits, working out more, focusing on your mental health. It is all so important, and you don't understand just how much of a habit of success that is until you start doing some of those things. You start routinely changing your eating habits, you start routinely working out, you start routinely focusing in on your mental health and checking in with yourself to see where you are and where you stand. And once you do, you realize that it kind of rolls over into other areas in your life and it makes a huge difference. Tip number 4, be open to change. In order to grow, you have to be open-minded just to the simplicity of change, no matter what that means. And I can say, personally, change can be scary sometimes, but you have to be willing to take a risk every now and then. We can't be so comfortable all the time. We have to be willing to push ourselves out of our comfort zones to get to where we need to be, because sometimes we are standing in our own way because we're just too comfortable and we're too afraid of change. So tip number 4 is to be open-minded, keeping an open mind to change, keeping an open mind to just doing things differently than you've done before. My final tip for this segment is going to be focusing on time management. Now, I won't go into much detail in this video because, like I've said, I made a video specifically on how to manage your time, and if you would like to see that, I'll be sure to link that in the description box or make sure that I link it up above. It is just very important to have good habits down when it comes to how we're running our days. How are we being efficient throughout our days? Time management is a huge key. Now, of course, there are a lot of other things that could be considered as habits to success. These are just my top 5 for things that could help you overall. Not necessarily just geared towards business, but geared towards your overall life. I will say that these 5 habits aren't necessarily easy to do all the time. It does take time to get these down as a routine. Be honest, because these success habits that I mentioned are more of a process, there's like layers to being able to do them as a routine. There's a depthness to them. But the more you practice healthy habits of success, the more it becomes like second nature. And this is not necessarily something I'm even just like speaking to you guys. I'm basically just talking to myself, having a conversation with myself. You guys are kind of joining in, but it'll become second nature once you do this more often. If you found this video helpful or informative, please let me know in the comment section down below. I would love to get some feedback from you all. Likes, comments, and subscriptions mean so much to me, and they help me out a lot. So please give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it so much. And if you haven't done so, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. Tap the notification bell, and I will see you back for the next Wealth Wednesday.